break.
I like that. I also like what we are drinking tonight. We've already drank it before on this podcast, and I don't give a fuck because it is delicious.
And we had more.
Yes, I was super duper thrilled to open our little mini fridge down here and discover I had beer when I thought I did not, and it was this beer. This is Mango Gold from the Mitten Brewing Company, and it is amazing. If you can get it, you should get it, and if you don't, you are being silly.
Well, you're missing out, that's for sure.
I don't understand how they made it so good, and you should try it for yourself and find out. We'll be back right after this, because I'm grabbing another one.
And we are back. So finally, a few hours after the sun is up, Pasha runs up to him. He's acting cool as shit, and she immediately notices the smell and tries to get him to leave. The smell, that's a clue. Richard says, I'm not going anywhere until Verna is returned to sister.
This is the start of what you were talking about at the beginning of this, where Richard he's just funny. He's like the most, I don't know, chill asshole that you've ever talked to. Like, he's just like, ha.
I'll tell you what it is. It's sassy.
That's what it is. He's
sassy as fuck.
He's like, good morning, Pasha.
Yeah. He's so incredibly pleased with himself. He's like, my plan is going splendidly.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You don't realize what his plan was until this moment either. That he had left the palace fully intending to do this all along. Probably from the moment she got demoted earlier. He was like, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Right. At least from the moment that Sister Marin asked Richard if demoting Verna broke his truce.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, we're whatever. And he was mad, but then they part ways.
He's like, how am I going to fuck with this?
Yeah, probably from there, he's like, okay, I know, I got her. This is a good one. You guys are going to laugh.
Yeah, it's going to be hilarious. And funnily enough, Pasha says that the only person who can reverse this order is Marin. She will never do that, so it's not worth dying over. We might as well go back to the palace, get the fuck up. Let's go, Richard. And Richard is like, nah, not gonna do it.
Oh, I'll totally die over this. Watch me.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's worth it to me.
Just smiles. He tells her that even if she uses the collar... He tells her that if she does use the collar on him, then he will fight... He tells her that if she does use the collar on him, he will fight with everything he has, and one of them will die. But at least he will have tried his best.
Yeah. Verna's not going to be any worse off. And if it's him that's dead, he'll be dead, so whatever. And if it's her that's dead, the war started. And, I mean, he's expecting this to happen anyways, so game on, bitch.
Yeah, well, if he dies, then she fails at becoming a sister.
Exactly.
So that's her motivation to not want that to happen either.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad first day.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the big leagues, kid. Fucking sucks up here, too.
And at this point, Pasha's like, well, Marin is also my boss. I am a novice. She's headmistress of the novice.
Sis.
So, at this point, Pasha turns to the fact that Marin is actually her boss because she is the headmistress of the novices, and Pasha is a fucking novice. So she's like, I can't go up to her and tell her what to do. And Richard's like, hey, I will have your back. You're the messenger. If you end up in trouble, I'm gonna do the same shit for you. We will just spend all the time in the Hagen Woods. Don't worry about it.
Would he die, though? Do you think he'd really take the same exact stance for Pasha as he would Verna?
I think he would feel more vindicated about doing it for Verna, but I feel like for Pasha, it would be principle. At this point, I'm making you put your neck out for me, so because of that, I will.
I will have your back. Okay, all right, yeah, no, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think it would mean more for Verna, too.
I think also he's giving her the option. Like, show me if you're on my side or if you're not.
are you willing to play ball or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to keep pushing back on me, then eventually I'm not going to have your back.
I'm going to make this real hard on you when I
Right.
die.
If you make the right choices and show me that you're the right type of person, then fuck yeah, I will have your back. Basically, Richard doesn't let other people go down for shit he did. If it's his responsibility, he's gonna take it. So, if Marin doesn't want to start a war, she's gonna come down here and agree to his terms.
I like how, I mean, there's a parallel here because Kaylin is at war, literally, right? Well, I mean, I guess she's decided to leave the war now,
Yeah.
but really, she's still at war because she's in charge. Now, Richard has just used the language, right? War, to describe this fight between him and literally every other person at this palace, which is impossible. But I think it's funny that he's like, no, it's fucking war. It's just one guy, but it is war.
Yeah. I am going to wage war on you.
I'm not saying he's got a bad reason. It's just a funny word.
Yeah. Well, I think it encompasses how much he knows it encompasses how big he knows the damage he can inflict is.
Now that's true.
He's like, it's not going to be just one man worth. It's going to be a fucking war worth. Army worth. Pasha just keeps coming up with reasons why this is a bad idea, and I don't really blame her. But her newest one is that it took her fucking hours to get out to where Richard is, and it's going to take her hours to get back and to find Marin and then to get her to come back. Like, this is a bad idea because he's going to be back out here at night if she does this. She's like, I don't have time. And Richard seems to be enjoying this a lot, like almost trolling her at this point because like, you should have ridden a fucking horse. Next time, maybe you'll think.
Yeah, should have thought about that. Kept her cool and saved you a lot of time. I just love the attitude that he keeps with her. He's like, well, you need to fucking hurry. She's like, but I just wasted like 20 minutes talking to you. That sucks. You should have left 19 minutes ago. Go.
Too bad for you.
Yeah. It's not my problem if it's going to take a long time. Move faster.
This also kind of leads to the conversation me and Nate had earlier about the time that he left and all of this is going on, because it seems like he didn't enter the woods before dark, right? Like, he spent enough time with Gratch and he ends up there post nighttime, but he spends the rest of the night there until sunrise.
Yeah, when he leaves the palace, it's that night. Yeah, so he left the palace the night he got there. Like, he's brought to his room. The sun is going down, not down. They drop him off. Verna comes to see him. It's nighttime. Verna leaves. He jumps out the window and makes it to the woods. Sun's already down when he went into the woods. Now, Pasha's here. It's morning, so the sun is coming up. I feel like she knows that he didn't spend the entire night in the woods. Like, she knows he didn't let the sun go down on him in there.
Yeah.
But he obviously spent most of the night there, so he's willing to try, it seems to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was intentional. Like, if he spent the amount of time that he spent with Gratch in order for it to get, like, pitch dark.
I think
and
so.
be night when he entered. But
yes,
yeah.
I do think that was part of the plan. He knew that he didn't want to go in there and let the sun fall on him because, I mean, of the warnings.
Yeah, he's like,
why
just take it easy the first time.
Yeah, we're going in there. There's obviously some shit in there.
Yeah.
I can handle some weird shit. I just don't know if maybe I'll get cursed or some craziness, and then what good will I be?
And we're thinking it probably took Pasha longer to get out to him than it would have taken him to get to where he is, just because she's like a bumbling young woman in a dress. Not used to walking and shit.
Wearing high heels trucking across the field. Whereas Richard is a seasoned woods guide and would be able to, like, just haul ass compared to her.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And, like, she would have, like, woken up in the morning at, like, 5, 6 o'clock, and then realize, oh shit, he's not here, and then set out to get him. So, just trying to figure out the timeline. It's not really that important, but it was interesting to me. So, Pasha tries to emphasize how dangerous it is out here, and Richard tells her he fucking knows while gesturing to his fresh kill.
He doesn't look at it, though. He's just like, back there.
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks like some sort of snake, lizard, human hybrid thing. It's wearing a hooded cape, and it's carrying these really interesting 3-bladed knives with extensions down either side of the wrist for support.
I saw those on Wish, and they're fucking awesome.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I was looking for fan art of these knives or something to this. Like, I couldn't figure out how to search it so I could look at an actual image of them.
They're pretty sweet. They're kind of like Wolverine claws that you hang on to. I mean, they're not practical because where are you going to put it? You don't have a sheath or anything to like set it down.
In your hooded cape.
That's I'm just saying, I would not let these things just hang around my body. That doesn't seem wise, but they are pretty wicked.
All right, well, you're going to have to show me. Pasha says that nobody has ever killed one of these things, and she calls it a Mrizwith. Did I nail it?
Yes,
yeah.
Mrizwith. It's a weird, I don't even, like, the W in the middle of the word really fucks me up.
Yeah. Because
you don't need it. I mean, you do, but you don't. At the beginning, it's an M and an R. Mriz. I feel like that's got to be the way it's pronounced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard word. At the beginning, you have the M and the R, and it goes into IS, which I think is more like IZ than IS. It's not Mrizwith. It's Mrizwith. Mrizwith. But that's where I was going to say the W and the R in the middle of the word. The R fucks it all up for me because I'm totally fine if it's just a W. Mrizwith. It's easy to say. It's fine. But that extra R, I just don't know how to Mrizwith.
Yeah, you just got to put more
Mrizwith. That's hard to say.
Mrizwith.
It's Meredith. Yeah.
Pasha knew that he killed this one at night because it was dark. Apparently, they take on the color of their surroundings, and it said that they're made by the old wizards during the war. Some people think that they come from the underworld, from He Who Must Not Be Named, or, the Keeper, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Voldemort?
Yeah, basically. These things never eat what they kill. It seems like they just disembowel things for fun. They're super great guys.
Awesome.
They've been around for nearly 3,000 years at least, just like the Hagen Woods. And in all that time, nobody has ever killed one. That's insane, by the way, that Richard would be the first person to kill one of these in 3,000 years.
Yeah, and they say, like, people with the gift, they don't see them coming. They're just completely unfuckwithable.
Yeah, they just come out of the night and just, like, nobody can tell that they are even there at all. And Richard immediately sensed it. He didn't even have to hear shit. He was just like, there it is. It's like a beacon.
One of the things that stuck out to me during this whole conversation is that she goes, well, there have been reports over the last few thousand years. And I'm like, hold on. You have some reports over 3,000 years? I'm pretty sure the shit's made up, okay? I mean, Bigfoot, fight me.
Well, I mean, he killed one, though.
Okay, well, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I wouldn't argue with you, but if somebody had a Bigfoot carcass in front of me, I would be like...
Yeah, that changes it a bit, doesn't it?
Maybe we don't call all of those things into question.
Jade...
Quite so much.
You remember that thing I said just a few moments ago that was now what I see to be clearly and totally wrong?
Yeah?
Yeah, just forget all that.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Richard says that he must have gotten lucky. That's it. He got lucky, or he got a dumb one. Like, of all the of all the time,
the Merediths,
he got the dumb one.
He got the dumb one.
He was able to knock it off. So,
what does he call it? A half-wit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was stupid. I don't know.
But he's going to stay here with a rotting